So, my children's history lives on the doorframe of my office closet. It's a ladder of tick marks with numbers, names, and dates rising from the carpeted floor, noting their growth from birthday to birthday. Now, looking at it now, I marvel at how small they were when we first moved into our home. At 2 and 4 years old, those first measurements are barely higher than my knees. I can see the years with growth spurts, and I can also see where we stopped measuring them as their height stayed consistent. Now, what those yearly marks didn't capture was their intellectual and emotional growth, the years when challenges and hurts exponentially deepened their compassion and empathy, and the creative milestones they hit as they expanded their imaginations. How do you measure such things? There's no threshold that can hold those tick marks and no tape measure that can give proof that where we are right now is more than where we were then. But like the green mist of new growth that appears on trees in the spring, there are hints of growth if we know where to look. So, what I'd like for you to do is look and see what you find when you consider these questions. So perhaps you have more clarity around your creative process, which can look like less paralysis at the beginning of a project, or maybe even pushing through imperfections to finish something. Maybe it's the speed at which you accomplish something now versus when you first began your creative endeavors. You can also look at how your voice has developed. How much of you can you recognize in your project? Is your work becoming very distinct from other people's work? And can your people recognize that it's yours even without your name on it? Emotionally, as you share your work, do rejections sting a little less? Can you maintain your creative momentum for longer stretches? Now, as you reflect, remember that growth, especially as a creative, is rarely linear. It is a cycle of plateaus and breakthroughs, on and on. Now, if you're an author and you want to explore more about this whole growth assessment, don't miss the marketing moment this month, 7 signs that you're about to level up. There's a quick self-assessment that you can do to evaluate your growth and see where it's already underway. If you take the assessment, we would love to hear about all the ways that you're growing this year. So DM us on Instagram and share where you're experiencing that new growth. And know, as always, that the Lone Star Literary Life team is cheering you on as you make that progress. We hope you enjoy our April issue as much as we did crafting it for you, and I'll see you next month.